See, you did it wrong. He ain't rotated.
No, it's crooked. No, it's it ain't gonna get you. It's still sideways now. Okay.
We about to get started.
There's nobody else coming? Once I do the Shemaim blessing, I'm gonna read Psalm 67. So then after that, you can read the Hebrew and I'll read it in English. Keep the horn, you're gonna blow it.
Imadia Wapanya Hakadam, rise and face the east. Hallelujah. 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 Repeat the Shema in Hebrew after me. Shema. Yashala. Yahweh. Alahainawa. Yahweh. Aka. Shema. Yashala. Yahweh. Alahainawa. Yahweh. Hero Israel, Yahweh, our power, Yahweh is one. Let's bless the Most High for giving us the Feast of Tabernacles and Priests. Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashema Mashak Yahushai, Ahawa Al Natananawa, Ashar, Kag, Sukat, Ba'Shalawam, Tawara, Tamyad, Aman. The book of Psalms, chapter 67, verse 1. Yahweh be merciful unto us, and bless us, and cause his face to shine upon us, Salah, that thy way may be known upon the earth. Thy saving health among all nations. Let the people praise thee, O Yahweh. Let all the people praise thee. Or let the nations be glad and sing for joy. For thou shalt judge the people righteously, and govern the nations upon the earth, Salah. Let all the people praise thee, O Yahweh. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and Yahweh, even our power, shall bless us. Yahweh shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. Bahashem Mashek Yahushai, the water Tamyad, Amen.
The Lord's Prayer in the ancient Hebrew. Repeat the Hebrew. Abinao. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malak Wathka. Taba'ah. Watazaka. Haya. Aisha. Baharataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashemayim. Natananawa. Lacham. Kayawam. Wasalak Nawa. Kabawati Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabawati Nawa. Wala'ah. Taba'aya Nawa. Banasayawan. Abo. Hawashai Nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwat. Waha'ala. Waitai Parath. La'ai Walamyam. Ba'ashem. Hamashiach. Yahawashai. Amen.
The Lord's Prayer in English. After this manner, therefore pray, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, now be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. By Hashem Mashik Yahushai, the water from Yad. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Abba Yahweh, we come before you in the name of the anointed Savior, Mashik Yahushai, to thank you for giving us a blessed and merciful feast of tabernacles this far. And we ask that you encamp your angels around us, Yahweh, and feed us with your wisdom that's written in the scriptures. That by the end of this class, that we all are edified through thy words that thou hast given to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Encamp your angels of send protection amongst our brethren that are on their way here tonight, and throughout all four corners of this earth, Yahweh. Guide us, Yahweh, and continue to be merciful unto us in these last days. By Hashem Mashik Yahushai, the water from Yad. Amen. Yeshabiyah. Be seated.
Hallelujah. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdoms class. I'm Captain Bayat. To my left is Captain Amawan. And the title of tonight's class is Getting Paid in Babylon. All right? Does it mean anything? All right? So we're going to get into it. Let's open up with Colossians 3:17.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Other One, Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him.
Right, so everything we do in the name of Yahushai, right? His reputation is on the line. You understand? We are his representatives. Here we call ourselves Israelites, all right? So we got to know who we represent. So money, all right? Everybody want to get the bag, want to get paid, all right? But what is it really worth it here in this captivity, here in Babylon, all right? So we're going to start with Deuteronomy 28, all right? We're going to talk about money and possession and riches and things of that nature. Let's start what the Most High promised us, right? What we should receive. You want the mic?
That's nice.
Can't read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power,
Uh-huh.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
Right.
which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high,
On what?
on high,
On high. Read.
above all nations of the earth.
Right. So we observe and do the commandments of the Most High. He promised to put us on high above all nations of the earth. Right? So off the bat, is that not better than having riches? Right? We're here in this kingdom. 1 and 2 of us get rich. You understand? And the things that we have to go through because we're trying to chase money. But the Most High said, as a nation, we're going to be on high, above all nations. Read on.
And all these blessings
Uh-huh.
shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High thy power.
Uh-huh. Read on.
Blessed shall thou be in the city,
Blessed in the city, right? Read on.
and blessed shall thou be in the field.
Right. So right now, obviously, we know that we are not blessed in the city. We're not blessed in the field, right? So now, is money going to change that? Will it? Because it's not like we as a people never had money before. All right? You come into the truth, you do some research, you find out about Black Wall Street. Right? When we had money, we had major cities across the nation, right? Flourishing. And while we were flourishing, what was going on? What was going on in this country? The Great Depression. Right? So we had money, but what happened? What happened? Anybody know what happened? Huh? Our captors, Esau, right? What happened? They brought us down. How'd they do that? Set everything on fire, right? Everybody know we had banks, movie theaters, right? Airports, industries, man. We had industries, but what happened? They dropped dynamite on us, man. They just burnt it down, and then what? We can't come back? We couldn't recover? All right? So if we had the money then, the white man didn't have any money at that time. They were Great Depression, man. So how come we weren't above them at that time? Why was it so easy for them to take us down? Because we didn't know the Most High. All right? And that's the major thing right now as far as in the conscious community. Everything's about money. All right? Everybody's now a financial advisor. The first word they know is melanin, right? They learn melanin, now they're Mr. Pro-Black. And now they want to become a financial advisor. Right? And then what happens? You have brothers like Polite that scam people out of thousands of dollars. Right? And then move to Beverly Hills to go live with white people. Right? They teach you, you know, they want to talk black woman is God and all that nonsense. But then what? They hanging out with white women. You understand? So it doesn't mean anything. There's no protection. When the Most High wants something for you, you understand? There's nothing you can say against it. All right? Let's read on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Blessed shall be the fruit of the body,
Uh-huh.
and the fruit of thy ground.
Right. So bless your children, right? And the fruit of the ground, anything you plant, right? So everybody's not a farmer today, but what? We create things, right? We have brothers that make t-shirts, right? Brothers that are great artists, right? Paintings, draw pictures, even builders, architects. You understand? Most High will bless all of that, right? Bless our children. What's going on with our children right now? They're getting shot down, right? They're getting brainwashed. They go into these schools and, you know, Esau teaching them all kind of nonsense, right? Gender confusion, man. Right? What is that? Is money gonna stop that? All right? Can you write a check? Can you write a check and make that go away? Because whatever check you write, Esau gonna write a bigger check, man. Right? Read on.
And the fruit of thy ground,
Uh-huh.
and the fruit of thy cattle,
Mm-hmm.
the increase of thy kind,
Right. Read on.
and the flocks of thy sheep, Blessed shall be the basket and thy store.
Right, so everything, all your possessions, man, everything you're gonna have. Fridge gonna be on overload. Closet gonna be on overload. Right? Your garage gonna be on overload. Everything you have, everything you own, the Most High will bless you. Right? And this is as a nation. Here in Babylon, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen here in Babylon. Right? Because what happened? You have wicked men, right? That they worship money. You understand? There, when I was young, I used to watch wrestling, right? And there was an old wrestler, $1 Million Man, and his catchphrase was, "Everybody got a price." All right? Everybody got a price, and we see that today, man. We see what our people go through just to make $1. All right? All the obscene things they go through and they do. You understand? And right now in society is so wicked, it's glorified. You understand? There's no shame. There's no shame in being a drug dealer. You know, there's no shame in being a stripper. You know, they'll make a TV show, make a movie, give you a reality TV show, right? And you'll be the man. You understand? Right. So the blessing from the Most High, right, it is more than anything any money can give you. All right? It's not about chasing paper right now. It's about getting right with the Most High. Give me Psalms 35:27. All right? So now, is that to say money is bad, right? We shouldn't try to get paid. We shouldn't try to make money. No, that's not what I'm saying. All right? But it's the attitude that you have. You know, what are you going to use this money for? All right? Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 35, verse 27. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, let the Most High be magnified.
Let the what?
Let the Most High be magnified. Which hath pleasure in the prosperity.
Which have what?
Pleasure.
Most High has pleasure in what?
In the prosperity of his servant.
Of his servants. Right? Now who is this servant? You like that one, huh? Who is this servant? Huh? Israel. And what is this servant called to do? Huh? Bring Jacob back to the Most High. All right? So that's how we seek the kingdom. You understand? The Most High will make us prosperous by what? Us going out to go teach. Right? Studying, being diligent. The Most High is not against prosperity. You understand? I mean, think about this. The only way Israel has so many high holy days, right? There's so many days where they're not allowed to do business, do work. We are not a people where we should be working for another nation. You understand? It just doesn't fit. We're here in this captivity. We have to now take a week off from work, right? Take a week off. We're supposed to go enjoy ourselves in the wilderness, right? And have a celebration for 7 days, right? A celebration. Every 7 days is Shabbat. No work, right? Not even your servants allowed to work, right? Right now, we're trying to do that in this kingdom, and they try to use it against you. You understand? Oh, because you don't work on the Sabbath, they'll see, oh, you're not putting in your all. And what? They may try to use that as a knock for not getting that promotion, right? But the Most High will pay you. He will pay you, right? The Most High says he rejoiced in the prosperity of his servants, right? Give me Deuteronomy 8, verse 16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 17.
16.
16.
Who
fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee.
That he might do what?
Humble thee. and that he might prove thee to do thee good at thy latter end.
Right. So a lot of us, what happened? You're going to get rich, you're going to forget the Most High. All right? The Most High took us out of the wilderness, humbled us, all right, to prove us. Read on.
And thou say in thy heart,
Uh-huh.
my power and my might of mine
Uh-huh.
hand have gotten me this wealth.
Hand has got me what?
This wealth.
Right. So we get some money and we think I did this. Right? This all on me. Yeah, you may have put in the work. Right? You got up early before everybody else. You went to bed after everybody else. You stayed at work longer. You worked harder. But it's still not on you. Right? Because you could do all that. If the Most High don't want that for you, it won't happen. Right? Read on.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
But thou shalt remember the Most High thy power.
You shall do what?
Remember the Most High thy power.
Uh-huh.
For it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth.
Say what?
For it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth.
Right, so the Most High give you power to get wealth. There's nothing wrong with wealth. Right? But what are the things you're ready to give up just to attain wealth? Are you just trying to get wealth just to be wealthy? Just so you can say you're wealthy? Huh?
Reflects on your brother.
Yeah. You know, you're going to cause your brother to envy you? Because you want to post pictures on your social media, your new car, right? Your new house, your diamonds, your jewelry and all that. All right, read on.
For it is he that giveth thee power
Uh-huh.
to get wealth,
Uh-huh.
that he may establish his covenant which he swore unto thy fathers as it is this day.
Uh-huh. So that he may establish the covenant. The Most High promised us wealth. All right? But as a nation, all right? One man cannot rise above his own nation. No matter how rich, how much money you have in your pocket. All right? How many of our celebrities, they get money, they're accepted in white society, and they just say to hell with black people. Right? And you have some that just, when it comes for a cause, our brother gets gunned down, they'll speak up if it benefits them. Right? But if it messes with their money, they won't say anything. You understand? Give me Proverbs 10 and 22. And this is Wisdom Wednesday. All right? So it wouldn't be Wisdom Wednesday if we don't touch the Proverbs. And we're going to be in and out of Proverbs all night. You got that?
10:22, right?
Con.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
The blessing of the Most High.
The what?
The blessing of the Most High.
Uh-huh.
It maketh rich.
You make what?
It maketh rich.
Read on.
And he addeth no sorrow with it.
Addeth no sorrow with it. Right? You get a promotion at the job. Right? I'm blessed. The Most High is blessing me. Right? But now you got to work on the Sabbath. Right? Or now your hours changed. You can't go to camp. Is that really a blessing? Huh? More money don't mean blessing. You understand? You understand Satan got blessings to give too? You understand that? He got blessings to give. Question?
Isn't there a saying that say more money, more problems?
More money, more problems. And that's in the scripture. And it's going to come out. Right? Read on. Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
The blessing of the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
it maketh rich.
Right?
And he addeth no sorrow with it.
Right. All right. Give me Proverbs 13 and 8.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
The ransom of a man's life are his riches.
The what?
The ransom of a man's life are his riches.
What's a ransom? Somebody explain to me what's a ransom. If you got a ransom note, what's that mean?
Like you holding it for an exchange
Right. Somebody has something of yours, right? And you need to pay for that. Right? Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13,
Uh-huh.
verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The ransom of a man's life are his riches,
Uh-huh. Read on.
but the poor heareth not rebuke.
More money, more problems. Right? Ain't nobody gonna steal nothing from a poor man, expect him to pay up. Right? Right? But wait, when a rich man, now he's worried about his possessions. Right? He has money now. He has possessions. Now what? Now he has to pay people to watch over his money, watch over his accounts. Right? Now he has to have security cameras all throughout his house. He may have to walk with a bodyguard now. He's paranoid. He thinks people are after him. You understand? He got to go spend money to go live in a gated community now. Right? Because what? You in fear for your life. Now you paranoid. Poor man don't have them problems. Right? You pass a poor man, he got all his stuff out on the park bench next to him. Every possession he has is in the garbage bag right next to him. Sometimes a shopping cart. You understand? And it's all right there next to him. And he'll leave it, come back, and he ain't worried about it. You understand? So these are the things we have to keep in mind. Go back to Proverbs 10. Proverbs 10, verse 2. Start at 2.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Treasures of wickedness profit nothing,
Uh-huh.
but righteousness,
But what?
uh-huh, delivereth from death.
Right. So it don't matter how much money you have. Right? It's not gonna profit you anything. Right? Especially if you made your money through wicked gain. You understand? You lying, cheating, stealing, robbing. You understand? It's of no good. It's of no value as far as where the Most High is concerned. Read on.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The Most High will not suffer the soul
Uh-huh.
of the righteous to famish.
Right. He will not allow the soul of the righteous to starve to death. Right? If you're righteous, and what is righteousness? Right? Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 25. Hold that. Deuteronomy 6 and 25. All right? He will not allow the righteous to starve, to be famished. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And it shall be our righteousness
Uh-huh.
if we observe to do all these commandments
To observe, to do all these commandments. Read.
before the Most High, our power.
Right. Right. So righteousness is keeping these commandments. If you roll in the spirit, right, of Christ, which is the spirit of Torah, you understand? The Most High will not forsake you. Why? Because his reputation's on the line. For the same reason why he didn't bring us out into Egypt and kill us all. You understand? Because what happened? Moses said, the nations around you are going to say, you just brought these people out to kill them. You understand? His reputation's on the line. So all his employees going to live good, right? Don't big CEOs take pride, like Google and YouTube. And you look at their facilities. Don't they take pride in how they have these snack bars, right? Restaurants. You understand? The employees get nap time. Everything is relaxed, luxurious. They paying them great, and they boast on these things. Right? Most High, listen, man. The Most High boasts in our prosperity, man. You got something, man?
Yeah.
Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded?
Uh-huh.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Right.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Most High is full of compassion
Right?
and mercy,
Right?
long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Absolutely. You understand? The Most High will not leave us out to dry. All right? Let's go back to Proverbs 10 and 3.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The Most High will not suffer thy soul, Salakia. The Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish,
Uh-huh.
but he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
But he do what?
Casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Right. So now the wicked man, listen, he will cast away the substance. You know what that means? That phrase is like a picture in your mind should be the Most High taking everything this wicked man has and throwing it away. You understand? That's the Most High.
It also reminds me of what he did with Job, because Job, he wasn't a wicked man, but for his will, he took everything from Job.
Right.
I'm just
Well,
taking it to that.
Well, Job was a different situation.
He's testing his faith.
Right? Yeah, right. He was testing just like how we get tested. Right? That was a test on Job's faith. The test was if he would curse the Most High. Right? Which he didn't. And a lot of us would have in that situation. No, let me rephrase that. Right? A lot of us in the world. Some of us in the truth. I'll say that. Right? Because if you know, like I myself right now, I believe this Bible. I believe everything it says in the scriptures. Right? I'm not afraid to lose everything today. You understand? Because I know if I stay diligent and stay true, the Most High will multiply me tenfold. You understand? And we as men, especially as men, we have to live our lives like this. You understand? We can't be afraid to do what we are called to do. You can't run from it. Right? Jonah taught you that. Right? That's why we read these scriptures, man. All these examples are played out in the scriptures. You understand? All right. So money can't save you. All right. Give me Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel 7.
7:19.
Start at 14. 7 and 14. All right. Got it? Great.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
They have blown the trumpet,
Uh-huh.
even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle.
That's interesting, right? Because when you hear the trumpet blow, what does that mean? There's a certain way you blow a trumpet when there's an enemy around. You have a certain way to blow the trumpet for feast days and different times. But when there's an alarm sounding, right? That's a distinct type of distinct way you blow the trumpet. But nobody's coming to battle. Read on.
For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Uh-huh.
The sword is without,
The sword is without.
and the pestilence,
Uh-huh.
and the famine within.
Uh-huh.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
Right. He that is in the field shall die by the sword. You understand? Read on. And he?
And he that is in the city,
Uh-huh.
famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Right. So nowhere you're going to be safe. You understand? When you're in the field, right, you are outside the protection of a city wall. You understand? When you see old movies, right, where you have the marauders coming on horseback, they're making their way to the city, what happened? They pass little villages without the city. And what usually happens to them? Right? They get destroyed first. You understand? How do you attack a city? Right? By siege. You cut everything off. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. What does that mean? Food. Right? No food is coming into that city. Right? So what good is your money then? Right? You spent all this time, right, trying to chase the bag. But when the Most High sends instruction to you, what good is it gonna do? Con.
Job chapter 21, verse 13.
Can't get that. You got it? No, go ahead. Read it.
Oh, yeah.
You got a question, Art?
Go ahead. 1 Corinthians 14:8. The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can't take it with you, huh? All right. That's it on that?
Read the next verse.
Come on.
Therefore they say unto the Most High,
Uh-huh.
depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Uh-huh. Right. So they don't want to hear the Most High, man. You understand? But what happened? They're going to spend all this time trying to make the money. Then they just die. They just drop dead. All right? Let's go back to Ezekiel. Verse 15.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Mm-hmm.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
Uh-huh.
And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Uh-huh. Read on.
But they that escape of them
Mhm.
shall escape,
Right.
and shall be on the mountains like a dove of the valleys.
Right.
All of them mourning, every one for his iniquity.
Right. So even the ones that escape, right? They'll be in mourning for all their sins, right? Read on.
All hands shall be feeble,
Uh-huh.
and all knees shall be weak as water.
Uh-huh.
They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall overcome them.
Right.
And shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads.
Uh-huh. Read on.
Verse 19.
Uh-huh.
They shall cast their silver in the streets.
They shall do what?
Cast their silver in the streets.
You know, during the Great Depression, right, due to inflation, they were actually burning the paper money they had to keep warm in their house. Because the money was worth nothing. You understand? But they had so much of it, so much paper money, they had to burn it just for heat. All right? Read on.
And their gold shall be removed.
Uh-huh.
Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Most High.
In the what?
In the day of the wrath of the Most High.
And we know that day is coming up. All right? You got a piece of it? Come on.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Neither their silver nor their gold
Uh-huh.
shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Most High's wrath.
Right.
But the whole land shall be devoured by fire for his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Right. So, I mean, and you know, one prophet learning from another prophet. You understand? Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So by now we get the point. Right? That trying to get rich is, I mean, just the sake of getting rich is that's a, you know what I mean? Is that really a good idea? Could he be using your time a little better? Right? Could he be using your time to seek the Most High, repent, and see what he has in store for you? Right? Verse 19, Ezekiel 7:19.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
They shall cast their silver in the streets,
Uh-huh.
and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them
Right?
in the day of the wrath of the Most High. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels,
All right.
because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Right. So these people won't be, the people on earth won't be able to do anything. You understand? And the Most High sets his wrath on us. All right? Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 11:4. Got it? Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath,
Uh-huh.
but righteousness,
But what?
Uh-huh. Delivereth from death.
Right. So what? I mean, if we were keeping score, we have righteousness 10, riches 0, right? You understand? It's over and over and over again. But our people just don't listen. Even some people who know they're Israel, right? Because just because you know you're Israel don't mean you're in the truth. Right? You need to study and accept what the scriptures say. Let the scriptures be the light. Let it be the path that you follow. Let it be your understanding. Right? Read on.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way,
Uh-huh.
but the wicked shall fall by his own
The
wickedness.
wicked gonna fall by his own wickedness, man. You understand? Because what does riches actually do? Right? The more money you have, it actually acts as an amplifier for whatever wickedness you have in you right now. You understand? Some people have the wickedness in them. They just can't afford to be wicked like they want to. You see what I'm saying? So now they're chasing the money. Now they're chasing the money just so they can be, they can act out whatever it is they want to do. You know what I mean? The money don't really change you. It just shows you who you really are. You understand? Because if you were a generous person before you got money, guess what? You're going to be a generous person after you get the money. All right? If you're a wicked person before you had the money, you're going to be even more wicked person when you get the money. You know what I mean? Read on.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way,
Uh-huh.
but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
The wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Look at Proverbs 23. All right. And this is one of my favorite Proverbs. All right, we're going to start at verse 1. All right, read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
When thou sittest to eat with a ruler,
Uh-huh.
consider diligently what is before thee.
Right. So when you're sitting with a ruler, right, that could be anybody with any type of power that has to do with you. All right. So you're sitting with your boss. You understand? Or a supervisor, or not even, right? It could be a head in the community. All right. You may be starting a business and you're looking for, what do you call it? Investors. Right? You're looking for investors. And these are rich men that you're approaching with money, right? So they say, oh yeah, come by the house and we get to know each other.
Talk business.
Right? You talk business, right? Read that again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
When thou sittest to eat with the ruler,
Uh-huh.
consider diligently what is before thee.
Right. Peep the scene. Right? Be aware. See what's going on. Read on.
And put a knife to thy throat. If thou be a man given to appetite.
Yeah, you hear that? Kill yourself if you're a man given to appetite. You got to know when enough is enough. You understand? Is it talking about food? It could be. Absolutely. That's the phrase that's given off. Right? You don't want to be eating too much in front of them, right? But you don't want to be greedy. So it's talking about greed. Right? Put a knife to your throat, right? Read on.
Verse 3.
Uh-huh.
Be not desirous for dainties,
For his dainties. Read.
for they are a deceitful meat.
Right. So you go over there, right? And you see, oh man, look at this fridge. All right, look at this stove. Look at this island. Look at this house. Look at this car. Look at this cell phone. Look at this computer. Look at this TV. All right? Now you're desirous of his dainties. All right? Now you want what he has. You become envious now. All right? Read on.
Labor not to be rich.
Do what?
Labor not to be rich.
Don't labor just to be rich. All right? Because this is what it's talking about. Everybody has a price. Right? And everybody's going to pay. Because guess what? That man that you are going to for money, he's going to have power over you.
That's right.
Right? He's going to have power over you. And we're going to get that. Read on.
Cease from thine own wisdom
Uh-huh.
Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not?
Uh-huh.
For riches certainly make themselves wings.
Riches do what?
Certainly make themselves wings.
And do what?
They fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
Right, so now you get all this money, guess what? It'll grow wings and fly away. You understand? Like there's a saying, you know, because if you leave a ladder on a job site, it might grow legs and walk away. You understand? That means somebody took it from you, right? You leave your tools laying out, it'll grow legs and walk away. The Most High just said, listen, these riches will grow wings and fly away. You understand? Like we got to understand, we're here in so-called 2019, right? And we hear what we think is wisdom. Catchy sayings, you know, what we think is clever, right? If you want to know true wisdom, man, read the Proverbs. Read Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiasticus. You understand? And this is how you make your decision making. It'll tell you when to speak and when to shut up, right? And that's very important in this time, right? Read on. Verse 6.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye.
Do what?
Eat thou not the bread of him
Uh-huh.
that hath an evil eye.
What's an evil eye?
Like they gotta sit here and do something wicked.
Yeah. Right? And that's a hell of a curse on us. You can't write a check to clean that up. Right? Because guess what? We could all have money, right? One of the curses that our eye will become evil to each other. Right? All of us could be rich. But what? That just means everybody's paying somebody to go kill somebody. You understand? We watching to see what the next brother got. Oh, he might be coming trying to take this. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he's gonna get me on a bad deal. Cause we got that evil eye against each other. Right? Money is not gonna cure that. The words of the Most High will. Right? And the proper application. All right, read on.
Neither desire thou his dainty meats.
Uh-huh.
For as he thinketh in his heart,
As he thinketh in his heart.
so is he.
Uh-huh.
Eat and drink, saith he to thee. But his heart is not with thee.
Uh-huh. Read on.
The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up,
Uh-huh.
and loose thy sweet words.
All right, man. So this guy, oh, man, he's great. He's the greatest. All right? You're going to have to eat all them words, man. You got to vomit them up. Everything you ate, all right? Everything you dealt with him. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to blow up in your face. You're going to wish you never did it. You understand? Let's get Proverbs 30. Wait a second. Come on, verse 8.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Remove far from me vanity and lies.
Uh-huh.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Uh-huh.
Feed me with the food of convenient for me.
Right. Feed me with food convenient for me, right? Solomon pulled the scripture all the time to let us know, right? But that what's important, right? That we get what's convenient for us, right? Don't give us riches. Please don't give us poverty, right? Read on.
Lest I be full and deny thee,
Uh-huh.
and say, who is the Most High?
Right. Before I get rich and forget who the Most High is. You understand? Because now we worried about everything else. We worried about this public appearance. We got to do this. We got to schedule that. Who's the Most High? Right? When a bill is due, what? I can just pay it. I don't got to pray for it. Right? But how many of us, you know, financial situations come up? What are we doing? We on the knees praying. Right? We praying. We beg, right? Praying, begging the Most High. Please have mercy on us. Please give me some money. I need some money, right? But what happened? If you got the money, what are you going to do? You just pay it. You see what I'm saying? And then what? Now you have a rich man who get on his knees. The bill come get on his knees and say, Lord, thank you for allowing me to have this funds to pay this debt. You understand? Thank you for having me in this situation. I am so grateful. I'm so thankful. You understand? And that same man will be the one sharing with his brothers, losing his money for his friends, losing his money for his brothers. That's what the scriptures say, man. The scriptures say, lose your money for your friends. All right? And we seen memes about you had $20, right? You bought something for $1.50, and now you only have $3.95 back or something like that, right? You see what I'm saying? As soon as you break your dollar, it's like it's gone. Because we lose our money. We lose money daily, man. All right? The scriptures say, lose it for your friends. All right? Lose it for those that are laboring with you, keeping Torah. You understand? Lose it for the people lose it for the brothers that going out with you to camp. All right? Lose it with the sisters that you know are supporting brothers that's going to the camp. You understand? Because sisters deal with stuff too. They're trying to keep Torah. You understand? Be righteous, be virtuous, but what? There's a lot of precious things they got to deal with. You understand? A whole heap of wickedness. You understand? Right? Lose it for the people who going through the struggle with you. You understand? Where we at? Read on.
Verse 9.
Come.
Lest I be full and deny thee.
Right?
And say, who is the Most High? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of the Most High in vain.
Right. That's taking the Most High's name in vain, man. He said, thou shalt not steal. You calling yourself Yasharallah, now you out stealing because you on hard times. You took the Most High's name in vain. All right? Give me Philippians 4:11.
Yeah, I was about to go there.
Yeah, Philippians 4:11.
The book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 11. Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned, in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
Therewith to what?
To be content.
To be content, right? Appreciate what you have. Read on.
I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed.
Right. So there's instructions on how to be abased. Right? There's instructions on how to be abound. There's instructions on how to be poor, instructions on how to be rich. Right? Read.
Both to be full and to be hungry.
I know how to be full. I know how to be hungry. Read.
Both to abound and both to suffer need.
Right. You understand any more on that? Can't read.
I can do all things through Yahushua, which strengtheneth me.
So that's what that scripture was talking about? Huh? We hear it all the time in church, right? Even non-believers be saying, I can do all things. They just don't say it through Christ's part. I can do anything I put my mind to. Right? I can do all things through Christ. What can you do through Christ, man? You can be content. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
1 Timothy 6:6.
Come on, we gonna get there. We gonna get there, all right? Give me Proverbs 10. I'm tell you, what's popular in this world? They want to tell you to read what's that book they tell you to read? The Prince by Machiavelli, right? They want you to read that. What's the other one, man? 48 Laws of Power. All right? Art of War, right? I read the Art of War, right? But it's a lot of stuff that's in the scriptures, though. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's in the scriptures. But just read the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? There's no fat in here. There's nothing you got to pick out. Because you know what? You deal with 48 Laws of Power, you're going to have to deal with some wickedness. You see what I'm saying? you're gonna deal with some wickedness, man. Art of war, you're gonna deal with some wickedness, man. All right. What I call 10, verse 4.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 4. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand.
Right. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand. What's a slack hand? Right. You lazy. You know what I'm saying? You slow. You on a job, right? And you ain't moving fast enough. You holding up production. What happened? You gonna get fired, right? He that dealeth with a slack hand, right, shall what? Right? Shall be poor. Read on.
But the hand of the diligent maketh rich.
Right. So the hand of the diligent make it rich. You see what I'm saying? It didn't say the hand of the cheat. All right? You see what I'm saying? Be diligent. If you own a business, right, or trying to own a business, be diligent. But don't forget everything I just went over for the past, hour? Right? You understand? Because what? Now you own a business, you got to now allocate time to that business. Is that time going to take you away from the Most High? Huh? You understand? There's nothing wrong with owning a business and making some money. But is that going to take you away from the Most High? Are you going to sin against your brethren? All right? Read on.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
He that gathereth in the summer is a wise son.
Uh-huh.
But he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame.
Right. So, so let's say on a job, right? And they offering overtime, right? Big project come up, they got to get it done, right? They want people to stay late on the weekdays. Man, there's some cats who don't want to work, right? And especially in my trade, you don't really get overtime like that all the time. So you get it when it's here. You understand? When the time is right. When the time is right, that's when you have to, be diligent when you own a business, right? Because what? You representing the Most High. You representing Yahushua. Colossians 3:17. We read it every time we open up class. That's everything you do, man. Right? Read that again. Verse 5.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
He that gathereth in summer is a wise son.
Uh-huh.
But he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame.
Right. You see what I'm saying? When it's time to work, when it's time to be diligent, you must. Right? How will we apply this? When it's time to go to camp, right? Right now, it's rainy season. Right? So what happens? We still go out and chance it. You see what I'm saying? But we know summertime come around. Even though it's hot, we out there every chance we get. You see what I'm saying? When the events happen, right? When the brother that got his head snatched by the police. What happened? We heard there was a rally, we went there. Right? That's the time for the harvest. You understand? When we seize these opportunities. Right? Let's go to Proverbs 20 and verse 4. Got it?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold.
Uh-huh.
Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing.
Right. So the sluggard, right, who don't plow, why? Because it's cold, right? So you don't come to Shabbat because you don't feel good. You're a little sick, right? You know what I mean? We know everybody, we have issues sometimes, right? But if something is not actually physically, inhibiting you from going or doing something for the Most High, you're a sluggard, man. You yes, huh? Kind of bring it.
The book of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
A slothful man
Uh-huh.
is compared to a filthy stone.
Is what?
compared to a filthy stone,
Uh-huh.
and everyone will hiss him out
So
to his disgrace.
absolutely. Listen, people outside your nation will mock you. You know that's a horrible thing. Right? You know that's a horrible thing. Especially if they know you Israel. No heathen should ever have anything to say against you. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They say you this and you that, or you better than everybody, but look how you acting. Right? Look at your work. This is what you have that shows that you have to show for. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
A slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill.
Uh-huh.
Every man that takes it up will shake his hand.
You hear that?